In this video, we'll cover the topic, Lionel Messi announces youth tournament, called Messi Cup, and Frenkie de Jong signs new Barcelona contract until 2029, and Man United could keep Casemiro if he takes a pay cut. Lionel Messi has announced the first edition of the Messi Cup, an international youth soccer tournament to be held in South Florida, that will include Inter Miami and Barcelona. Messi, with his production company 525 Rosario, will host the Under-16 tournament between December 9 to 14. The competition will have 18 matches and be played by 8 clubs: Inter Miami, Barcelona, Manchester City, River Plate, Inter Milan, Newell's Old Boys, Atlético Madrid, and Chelsea. Thrilled to finally share this with you, this December, Miami will host a very special youth football tournament, featuring some of the top clubs from around the world, Messi said in a post on Instagram. The future of the game will be on full display, and it's more than just matches. We've got an incredible few days planned with lots of other exciting activities. This is about the next generation, hope you like it. This is the Messi Cup. 525 Rosario said the purpose of the tournament is to shape the future of the sport. More than a tournament, it is a series of live events and a digitally driven platform that fuses sport, culture, and innovation, a statement from the company said. Its mission is to generate long-term value for athletes developing their careers, for the communities that unite around a passion for sport, and for brands seeking authentic and lasting connections in the new era of football. The 8 teams are set to be divided into 2 groups of 4, which will then face each other in a round-robin style phase over the first 3 days of the competition. A playoff match will be hosted to determine final positions, before the third-place match and final are subsequently played at Chase Stadium. The Messi Cup is the meeting point between the football of today and the players of tomorrow, CEO of 525 Rosario Tim Pastor said. It's an opportunity to celebrate talent, culture, and community, creating legacies and bonds that will endure beyond the field of play. Frenkie de Jong has agreed a new contract with Barcelona, extending his stay at the Catalan club until 2029. The midfielder's previous contract was due to expire next summer, meaning he would have been free to listen to offers from other clubs in January if he had not renewed his terms. Barca had been in talks with de Jong over an extension for months, but negotiations have taken longer than anticipated due to the Dutch international changing agents earlier this year. His new contract comes as a boost for Barca too, with sources explaining the 28-year-old's base wage has been reduced given the nature of his previous agreement with the club. De Jong's last deal with Barca was signed during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, when he was one of 4 players who agreed to backload payments on his salary. That meant his wage was reduced during the pandemic, but that as he moved towards the end of that agreement, which expired in 2026, it increased again. As a result, Barca looked to transfer him to Manchester United in 2022 to cut costs, but de Jong has always expressed his desire to stay in Spain, despite tension with the board at times. A €75 million signing from Ajax in 2019, de Jong is in his 7th season at Barca, where he has made over 250 appearances under 5 different managers. During that time, he has won 6 trophies, including 2 La Liga titles. He has evolved from a young player coming into an experienced squad to one of the veterans of the team, with his partnership in midfield with Pedri key to Hansi Flick's Barca side. Manchester United have not ruled out keeping Casemiro beyond the end of the season, but the midfielder would likely have to accept a pay cut if he wants to stay. The Brazil midfielder is under contract until June 2026, and as things stand will leave Old Trafford as a free agent in the summer. United are keen to keep reducing their wage bill following the departures of high earners David De Gea, Rafael Varane and Marcus Rashford. Casemiro is one of the best paid players at Old Trafford thanks to the lucrative deal he signed when he arrived from Real Madrid in 2022. If he wants to stay at United, that he would have to agree to a sizable cut in salary. The club have an option to extend his contract by an additional 12 months until June 2027. However, triggering the clause would mean having to continue to pay the 33-year-old at his current level. Casemiro has become a key player for Ruben Amorim. United are planning a revamp of their midfield next summer with at least one major signing expected. But with doubts over Kobbie Mainoo's future and Manuel Ugarte struggling to get into the team, Amorim could make a case for Casemiro to stay. Sources have told ESPN that he's settled in Manchester with his family. There's interest from clubs in Brazil and the Saudi Pro League, and he can start talking to clubs outside England from January. United also have decisions to make with Harry Maguire and Tyrell Malacia. Both are in the final year of their contracts, although United hold an option to extend Malacia's deal by an extra year. The Dutchman is yet to feature this season, since being brought back into the first-team squad after being told to train alone over the summer. Maguire had a one-year extension triggered earlier this year. If no fresh agreement is reached, the England defender can negotiate with clubs outside England from January.